Hello, 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 Facebook family and friends. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. This is Wisdom Walk number 77. I know I have not done one in a while because you guys have so much content, you don't need me to do one in a while. So this one's called the non-negotiables. The non-negotiables. Hope everyone's having an amazing weekend. And I hope today brings all the joy and happiness for you and you make some massive memories with your family and friends. So I want to talk a little bit about non-negotiables. Actually, this is going to be a multi-part wisdom walk where I go through several different things. We're going to talk about non-negotiables. We're going to talk about how to actually have peace within yourself as you go through your daily routine or your life or your week or your month or year. It's pretty simple, but sometimes you have to kind of pay attention to things around you that tells you all the information you need to know to get to that peace. So let's start with non-negotiables. There are certain things in my life that I have that's non-negotiable. Now, there are many things as we were born. There are certain things in our lives that's non-negotiable from the day you're born. You're given some of those things by God. Look, you have to breathe, you have to eat, you have to sleep. Those are non-negotiables. Those are certain things that you have to go through and you have to do in order to thrive and to sustain and to live. Well, as you go through life, there are certain things as you grow and you get more wise and you start having success in your life, there are certain things that you have to come up with that are your non-negotiables. Now, I did for our team, Envy Social, I went through my non-negotiables yesterday with them, and mine's not important. Your non-negotiables is what's important. How you view certain things, like, I'll give you a couple examples of mine. Integrity, non-negotiable. Always being positive, non-negotiable. Being direct, non-negotiable. So there are certain things in life that are just non-negotiable for me. And as I go through life and I watch, people, friends and family grow, and our team, Envy Social, which is really not really a team, it's a social club. It's a group of like-minded people that we started a couple of years ago. I know I should start off on the flat part of my walk because I started the steepest part right away. And I get winded so fast. Anyway. So we started this club and we have a couple thousand members. I would say probably 10-15% of them are active because of life. Life happens and people go through what they go through, which is kind of part of my non-negotiables also. You have to make a decision in your life. What do you stand for? What you're willing to put up with? And it kind of makes me think of how people say, and you've heard this in some of my wisdom walks before, that no one can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. This is why the divorce rate is so heavy in the world, because people try to find someone to make them happy. And that's impossible, because you have to be happy within yourself, and you go make your spouse, your significant other, feel good. You can make them feel special. You can make them smile, but you can't make anyone happy. I've said that so many times in my wisdom walks. So as we go through life, I talk about things like, how do you put yourself into that peace and that where nothing bothers you and nothing stresses you out on a daily basis. One of the things I talk about is that I don't let anything stress me out. I really don't. Because if a company or a person shows me who they are, I believe them. And that takes all the pain, should I say pain, or all the stress, all the not knowing how to feel, getting your feelings hurt, out of the equation. It removes it all. Because I can't change anyone. There are a lot of people, you have to go through the process, and I've seen many of our members change in our group, but that's because they chose to change because of the information they were given and how they want to live their life. And that's great. That's your decision. But I can't change you. I can't change a family member, a friend, because you have to make those own decisions yourself. And if you try to change someone, like perfect example right now, I'm changing my landscaping at the house, and it takes time. It takes a massive amount of time to change something. If you're doing a rebuild in your house or a remodel, it takes a lot of time. So some people expect to change someone with one conversation or telling them how they feel about something. Oh, well, I told you how I felt, so you should change. It doesn't work that way. That person has decades of being the way they are or seeing things the way they see them and having their own agenda. So how are they going to change in one conversation? It doesn't work that way. Like Elroy just said, it's a process. So it doesn't happen overnight. Everything is a process. So as I look at certain things in certain companies, you guys know that I'm getting to flat ground, so that'll be easier. Man, that hill's no joke at first. You know what we have done over the last couple of years? We're able to get involved in some of these companies that pay us pretty decent returns. We don't really have to do much, but we all know eventually they're going to go away because everything has a start date and everything has an end date. Our goal is to follow the system and pull our profits and reinvest a portion and do what we have to do until we get to the point that we are profitable and we're in house money and we move forward. And there's been probably only 3 phases out of maybe the 15 or 18 that we have done that's still around, and new ones come up all the time and we take our time. So that's just part of the game. It's part of the same situation in life for you. Many people are on job number 2, 4, 6, 8. It's just normal. That's how life works. Very, very few people are on the same job they started when they're after college or before college or whatever. Very few people are on the same job. You may be on job number again, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 3, whatever. Well, in our investment situation, we're in the same thing. We may be on phase number 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. Doesn't matter. But if you follow the rules that we set up, you're able to pull profits, pay off some debt, go have some fun, enjoy your life, and move forward. And that's how it works. That's how life works. You guys, look, don't hocus pocus, just focus. It is what it is. You cannot change these things. I call them the universal laws. You can't change them. They are what they are. Okay? So we go through this process of we try changing people. And like, for example, we have one of our phases right now that's been around for 4 years. And I feel it's on life support. And I'm reading people's comments and people are upset. All of a sudden we can't withdraw. For a while there, for like a couple of years there, every time you withdraw on Saturday or Sunday, by Monday or Tuesday, you had your money in your account. Well, that's great. All of a sudden now, I personally have 5 withdrawals pending. I only received 1 of them last week. The other 4 has been like a month old. And so many people are out there stressing and making all these comments about, oh, the company's a scam, this is this. Well, that's how life goes. I mean, what do you expect for free? You're putting your money into a platform. They're paying you these massive returns. Eventually, one day they're going to go away. That's just life. Look, our team, we know that. We understand that. But how does that relate to other things in our life? So how I look at things, very, very simply. If a company or a person shows me who they are, I believe them. And that released so much stress from my life. I mean, it doesn't even bother me. I listened to the CEO of this company yesterday. They made their first deal to us. The first rule that they made was, hey, if you withdraw your profits, it could take, I think it was 48 to 72 hours to get your money. Okay, great. That's your rule. I'll live with that. You show me who you are, as long as you do what you say. Then if you want to withdraw your principal, I think it takes like 7 or 8 days or whatever. Okay, that's fine. That's your ruling. Okay, great. So that's the rules. You laid out who you are, and I made a decision based on what you told me. Great. So then things change. Now, when they change, I don't get upset. Don't get on social media. So, sorry about that. He's just going to have to call back. Anyway, so once the company changes, if they change their situation, then you show me who you are, and then I make a decision. So it doesn't stress me out. If you change, then you change. It kind of reminds me of the story of the frog and the scorpion. I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard that story before, but this frog wanted to go across this river. And it was really, really dry on the side there was no food. There was nothing going on the side of the river that he was at. And on the other side, there was all the food in the world. Everything was there. It was like perfect. So he wanted to go across the river, and it was pretty treacherous. So he's like, I don't think I can make it. So next to him, he saw the scorpion. And the scorpion goes, well, I think you can make it. I'll go with you. If we go together, we'll inspire each other. We'll stay safe, and we'll get it going. And let's do it. So he's like, the frog goes, okay, cool, let's do it. So the scorpion jumps on the frog's back, and there they go across the river, and they're doing really, really well. They're having this conversation. Life's good, and they're talking about how much food and how great life is going to be when they get over to the other side of the river. And halfway across, the scorpion stings the frog. And the frog goes, why would you do that? We're both going to drown and die now. He goes, because I'm a scorpion. That's what scorpions do. Okay? So if someone has their own agenda, has their own situation in life, and they show you who they are, believe them. So the CEO of this company yesterday, I understand she may have the best heart in the world, and I'm not going to personally attack her because she is who she is. I don't know her personally, but I can go by the rules and the situation that you make. And you said that I can withdraw my capital every 7 days. Then you slowed down. It took you a month and a half to do withdrawals now. So that made me a little bit concerned. So I slowed down. I'm not going to give you any more of my money. I'm going to wait and see what you do. Then you do a meeting and you say that April 1st, back in February, April 1st, we'll be able to withdraw our principal if we want. Okay, great. I understand people make mistakes, and I understand there's grown pains, and you have to adjust in business. I get it. I understand it, and I'm okay with that, and I'll give you the opportunity to make things better. But then now April 1st is coming around. Now you're making statements like, well, I'm not sure if I can actually do it on April 1st. Well, now you're showing me who you are. So now I'm going to have to leave you. So now I'm going to have to sit back and wait to see if you live up to the rest of your promises and live up to the person you say you are before I continue doing business with you. It's very simple. And I think in life, people make those mistakes because you're trying to change people and you're hoping people are who they are. They are who they are. They told you who they are. The person is when they say who they are. That's it. Life is very, very simple. And if you do that, it takes away so much stress and anxiety out of your life. It's unreal. Look and see who people are. Look and see what they're like. Look, you can go on someone's Facebook page and tell what type of person they are. It's not that difficult. So you sit back, you chill, you relax, let the company, let the person show you who they are. I'm not talking about what they say. I'm talking about what they do. Forget about what people say. Anybody can say stuff because a lot of people have hidden agendas. So you sit back and you watch. Yeah, you listen to those words coming out their mouth, but you watch their actions. Because watching your actions tells the whole story. Watching their actions shows you who they are. what they do shows you who they are, not what they say. One of my sayings I've said before, I says, look, your actions speak so loudly, I can't hear the words coming out your mouth. Your actions speak so loudly, I can't hear the words coming out of your mouth. Think about that for a second. So I sit back, I watch what people do, and I don't stress. I don't have anxiety. It doesn't bother me. If you want to rip me off or you want to steal from me or whatever, then you do what you do, and life goes on. I can't control it. I can't control what you do. I can only control my emotions, how I feel, how I go through my life, how I live my life, how I inspire other people. That's all I can control. I can't control anything else. So why would I let all that stuff bother me? I'm not going to let that stuff bother me. If you want to be a crook and you want to be a mean person and steal from people and rip people off, then that's what you do. You know, you're going to have to live up to your demons when the day comes for your judgment, because believe me, karma is you know what they say about karma. So in life, in short, have your non-negotiables. Make sure that you're living your life the best way you know how. Make sure I'm being honest, direct with people. And don't let anybody stress you out. Don't let someone's situation stress out what you're going to do, because people are going to be who they're going to be. And if you're waiting for someone to change, you're going to be waiting a long time. So if you want to invest in that person and you feel that they'll make the change, then you stick it through. If not, you move on. You move on with your life. I mean, look, in business, if you tell me you're a certain way and you show me you're someone else, I'm gone. Like, I don't even stick around long. I'm gone so fast it'll make your head spin, because I'm not going to play with you. I mean, you better be the best of the best if you want to play with me. Because I'm not saying that to be egotistical, because I know what I bring to the table and I know what I'm about. And if you match how I feel, what I do, then we can do great business together and we can go change the world. But other than that, I got no time for it. None. Zero. Life moves on. Okay, so hopefully this wisdom walk helped everyone. I know it's a Sunday, and I have people actually working on Sunday because of all the rain we've had. So I got to call this guy back and get him in the gates. So take care, everybody. Have a great, great day. Go out and make special memories for you and your family, and talk to you guys again. Love you all. Bye-bye.